Hi there, this is Tully, and this is like a skull of an undead warrior, and it's been stuck on a end of a spear or something like that, So it's like a warrior. We've got the bits of chainmail there on the helmet and things like that, and we've got another one, which like another undead warrior skull that's just on the grass. Obviously it said it's been knocked off or something like that. So I just thought I'd do a bit of inking here and there just to pass the time, really. Just do different videos now and again. I'm using a gel ink pen, as I quite often do, and I found when you're inking wood, it's best to keep some of the texture in there and keep some of the lines quite wobbly as well, just to match the grain of the wood. And gel ink pens are fairly good at that, especially when you've got some good paper which can absorb the ink. So just let them lines taper off a bit. Just want to follow pretty much all the details that I've sketched in. Maybe try and straighten up some of the teeth, or make them even more crooked. It's entirely up to you, but that's what I do. That's what I'm doing on this drawing. There's just something real good about drawing rotten heads like this, with like the skull elements and stuff like that. I just found it quite, I don't know, creative, I suppose. You know, just drawing something that you don't often really see. Well, I don't say, I've never seen any like heads on poles or sticks and that, you know. They're like rotten, like undead warriors. But yeah, it's just there's something really fascinating about trying to draw the details, and you know, also trying to find your own style as well of drawing. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, as I've said in other videos. You just start another drawing if it doesn't work. But yeah, I like inking in all the details and just deciding where there's going to be, you know, shadow and things like that. As you can see, I have drawn in quite a lot of detail on this skull head, but a lot of these lines hopefully represent a lot of the rotten skin that's sort of like falling off on the undead soldier. So that's what all the detail is about. And some hair there which can introduce some darker element there. A few wispy hairs there. I mean, obviously, since I'm drawing skulls and stuff, they don't really follow the realistic image of a skull. But so long as you can pass it off as a skull, and your own style of drawing just shines through, then that's all that matters, really. Start to ink heavy on the eye now, the eye sockets. It's got no eyes because maybe some crow or something has pecked out the rotten eyes, and sometimes it is hard to ink over pencil with a gel ink pen sometimes, but I want to get that scratchy feel and sketchy ink feel into the eyes. Don't want it to be totally black in the eye sockets there. Some wispy bits of hairs on the other side. Some hairs at the side of that, like chainmail thing. Chainmail can be usually like interlinking rings and things like that. This is going to be quite finely detailed. Or it can be overlapping bits of metal and things like that. As long as you get the overall gist of what, you know, the chainmail is. Excuse me. You can sort of get away with it. I'm just doing quick lines. So I'm not too bothered with it. Maybe that bottom bit's all broken off. If you had more time, then you'd probably do it more neater, but sometimes the suggestion of stuff is that, you know, couldn't just be enough. Which may sound like a load of bollocks, but it's an idea. Scribble them bits on. As long as you can tell that it is like a chainmail type of texture, that's all that matters. There's like a spike thing on the top of the helmet. Originally I wasn't going to do that because it could have been like classed as that, you know, stick could be the end of the spike, but then I haven't done it so it matches up, so that's part of the helmet. So I'm just thinking that maybe the spear is somewhere inside the skull. Just little design things like that you have to keep in mind, and don't forget, because other people will probably notice. There's loads of little rivets along the bottom here. I'm just inking this rather loosely. I don't really want it to give it a streamlined feel, because it's a battered helmet. It's been battered and it's got scratches on and stuff like that. It's definitely been in some battles, you know. Just try and shade around them rivets so they stand out. So we're adding a good deal of shade to the base of this soldier's helmet. Just trying to avoid the rivets. The rivets. Jesus. There's no frogs here to go rivet. Yeah, so just like some really sketchy cross hatching. You can go over these little cracks and stuff like that. And that's how I'd ink a skull. Undead warrior that's on a stick. I'll have a go at inking that another time, but yeah, I found this quite fun, like I said, you know, adding all the detail and just going with the flow sort of thing. So I hope you enjoyed that quick, well, sort of quick video, nearly 14 minutes, but yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Keep on drawing. Cheers now.